What up? How's it going? Boy, my face shiny than a motherfucker right now. Like, I see why they be putting mad powder cake makeup on motherfuckers in the news and shit. But anyway, yo, we on season 4, episode 7. June and Luke are back together. Moira's girl had to drop her like a bad habit in every sense of the word. She lost a job at a chick. All right, and now we're going to see. It's not even the aftermath because it's still going on, but we're going to see how they're dealing with this, right? Because Moira was who she is, and she was at what was it, Jezebel's? But what the handmaids go through is specific, especially what June went through, and what they pulled with her daughter and with the rest of the group, the handmaids and shit. You know that plays. They wore her down. You feel me? So we're going to see how she deals with that. Let's go ahead and start this episode. Let's go. Just took that step off.
Miss Osborne, it's an honor to meet you. I'm Mark Tuello, and this is Rachel Tapping.
Hold on.
We're here from the U.S. government.
I didn't cover that. Also, she's a world famous woman, and she's a hero. So are they going to try to tour her around to build morale, boost morale? Like, what role will she play just as the face of a resistance to Gilead?
We understand you're here to seek safety and asylum as a citizen of the United States.
You got this.
I am a citizen of the United States, and I seek asylum in the country of Canada.
Man, I'll be like, y'all got Kit Kats? I want some Kit Kats.
We ensure your security.
Yeah, they got no Kit Kats.
I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna come back tomorrow with Nicole. And I'll tell her that you love her.
So, what do you want to do? You want to eat some food, have something to drink? They got some really fancy water there. You probably just want to rest, actually. I'll order some room service, like the lady said, and we can just...
Meanwhile, Hannah is someplace wearing a pink burlap sack. That's fucked up. She got the Shaquille sunflower hairstyle. I gotta fall back. You know that shit feel good to the motherfucker. I ain't wearing nothing red ever again. That's just me. What is it? It might be purple. I can't tell. The shade is off on my shit. Yeah, this is awkward. Like, that's not a big enough word for it. But just, yeah. You know that feel good. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't like same time next day. Like, not no lie.
Should I doze off?
It's the next day.
Yeah.
You slept for 17 hours straight?
Yeah.
I guess everything from here on out is a milestone.
Yeah, you're right. I can't believe you're here. It's... Don't you know, like, ever since the vote when you were apologizing, that's crazy. Like, I should be the one that's apologizing. I tried to get you out. I did. And I tried to find Hannah. And I failed. And I'm sorry.
No,
No,
please.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry.
Please don't.
I don't blame you.
No.
I don't blame you if you can't forgive me. Because I can't forgive me.
Luke, Hannah knows how much we love her.
It's been too long for
No,
that.
she remembers us, and she knows how hard we tried to find
How
her.
could she?
Because I told her. It was at this lake house.
Is she? How is she?
She's really big.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Nigga, don't cry, because he going to make me cry. God damn it.
She was mad.
The fuck?
She asked, why didn't I try harder?
The
sounds
fuck?
like her.
Yeah,
And 60 FPS they called me.
she was our Hannah.
Yeah, she was.
I said it was okay to be mad at me. But that I would always be her mommy.
You're a really good mom.
No. No. I'm not.
You are. You are.
It's amazing you managed to get those kids out. What motivated you to risk your life?
It was the only thing I could do. I made a promise that they would hurt the way we hurt. The Serenas. I thought about what she would deserve.
We can be done now, if you want. Do you want me to take you home to see her?
It's best to debrief while your memories are fresh.
Oh, look, Mama's here early. Oh, we wanted to have her already.
Whatever I can do to repent and redeem myself in your eyes, I will do it. Please, Lord, let me have a healthy baby. Does it satisfy you to hear someone from Gilead express misgivings?
Does it satisfy you to express them?
You're punchy. Have you seen her?
Man, shut the fuck up, man.
I don't want to see him. Why should I?
He does not want to be fighting a two-front war against the both of you. You likely have more influence over him now. If you can get him to cooperate more, it could help the both of us.
As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word that they may grow thereby.
Shut up!
If so be.
The fuck is you talking, nigga?
God has granted us a child of our own, Serena. He wants us to be together.
It's not your place to guess at the intentions of God.
I want to be a good father to
Isn't
my
that what
son.
Gilead does? Isn't that your whole thing? Guessing the intentions of God?
He belongs to me just as much as our friends belong to you.
Guard.
Well.
Our legal landscape has changed as well.
Team up.
I'll recant my testimony against you. I'll do whatever it takes to ensure a good life for our son.
You know, I was thinking maybe I go shopping. Get some groceries. I feel like we're out of everything.
Pancakes are up.
And we can get out of your hair. Give you guys some time. And then I can take this little one with me. Yeah?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You want to go to the supermarket? You just got here. It could be overwhelming. Culture shock.
I've been living in Gilead, and all I want is culture shock.
Yeah.
Maybe we could invite Rita and Emily over tonight, too.
You sure?
Yeah, I have got to go change her right now. And then we have got to get her home for a nap.
All right.
She is like 10 minutes from a breakdown, and you know that is not pretty.
All right, I'm gonna finish up shopping.
Milk, eggs, oatmeal.
No, egg, oatmeal, got it.
Fuck.
What?
No diapers.
I got you.
And even if you didn't have that, I'll just go get a bag and pop one open. There in the store.
Love you. Mwah.
Life of the 1-year-old.
Buy it at the
remember.
at the aisle. Oh shit. No. They're not. No, ma'am. Oh yeah, that dude look like that bird, that horse shit Gilead bird.
Bye.
All right, you go. Go, run!
Can I get some of that?
Oh, I fuck with Rita heavy. Cause yo, cause as I said, I'm editing and posting on YouTube right now the first season. If you watch how Rita was, she was all about her business, and she wasn't trying to get close to any handmaid that come, because they already know how they are there. They're, you know, they come and go basically. But over time, you know, you saw what that relationship became. And to the point where Rita was one of the ones on the plane with the children right? All a part of that Martha network. So yeah, man, their relationship, that's dope.
You made it. Brace up and be, you made it.
Special case.
We all left that place totally fucked up about sex.
You found Una.
And fuck that one up too.
No, I did. That was my fault.
No, see that? Don't bring that Aunt Lydia shit in here.
Right.
It's a Lydia free zone.
You can't get us here.
Fuck that Aunt Lydia horse shit.
Okay.
Do you guys ever wonder if you deserve this? If you deserve to be here?
We did what we had to do to survive. But we're here, ladies. We won. They tried to fucking destroy us, and we won.
What do you guys know about Serena?
She's pregnant.
I'd be okay with June drop kicking her in the stomach.
Is it the commanders?
All that they went through
Yes.
and took from her.
We're not allowed back into Gilead or anywhere outside of Canada for now.
Does it help that you brought in this major intelligence asset?
Probably the reason why we still have a fighting chance.
You know, I think the world of you.
Oh, there we go.
I don't want us to be over. You know, I've been moving on my whole life. Until I met Odette, and she was forever until she wasn't. So I just feel like maybe you could be forever.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, it's fine. No, sorry, I shouldn't have.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's my fault.
No.
So, you...
Yeah, we knew. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's going to go do the talk. Finish it.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah. Get that out. It'll also be, in some way therapeutic. I wouldn't go as far as saying cathartic, because she's still going to be dealing with that like a motherfucker. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Please. Damn, she's with child, so she can't whoop her ass, but that ain't never stopped nobody on World Star.
I prayed for this chance. And I humbly thank the Lord for your visit.
Oh, fuck you, Ed. I'm on your head.
You would. You never did give me credit for anything.
Right?
I believe that the Lord brought you here so that I could make amends.
I brought myself here so that I could tell you how much I hate you. The only thing you deserve is a life full of suffering.
Yeah.
You have destroyed my life, my family.
Hook off on
There
her.
is no one
Snuff her.
less worthy of redemption than you.
Child be born with 3
I'm
eyes.
sorry.
You sorry? Okay. I've had enough.
Begging for your forgiveness.
Fuck off.
When I'm begging for the Lord's mercy
The Lord's mercy.
and for his understanding.
A word is understanding?
Do you know why God made you pregnant? So that when he kills that baby inside your womb, you will feel a fraction of the pain that you caused us when you tore our children from our arms. Do you understand me?
Oh.
Do you understand me?
That was great. Cry on the floor, bitch. I'm sorry. Let me fall back.
Jim, wait. Wait a minute. Jim, wait. Wait, leave it.
You should tell that man, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Don't touch. This isn't about love. This is domination.
Hatred. rage. And underneath all of that, there's nothing.
I need you, Fred.
Mm-hmm. This man, Fred, sitting there reading a good book with no goodness of any kind in his heart.
And she'll do anything not to feel that way.
Okay. She's explaining the whole child thing. Because I just kept saying, as you noticed in those previous ones, yo, that's what what is up with her? That's not her child. Why she being weird? It's to make her feel like all of this was right.
Lie to you. Hurt you. Rape you. So if you feel yourself getting sucked in by her, run.
First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I have a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. If you'd like to, check it out. Hey, look, me coming back to this as almost a reset at the like mid-season break or whatever, that actually helped, right? So I'm looking at this and I'm actually appreciating everything for what it is. It pretty much isn't really even attached to those past episodes. Like, those past episodes happened. I know what happened, but because I'm not attaching this to it, I'm able to appreciate it. I could really feel that because there was moments I was getting choked up in that motherfucker, right? And that would not have happened had I just kept going. And it's not just about that I had an emotion to it. It's about I had an emotion that wasn't clouded by how I thought about the show, what I thought about the show, right? Which to me is better because you're getting an actual reaction that's not clouded by it. Because as you can tell, it was building my dislike and disdain. All right. Let's see, because I talked about a lot of stuff during the episode, and this is not going to be a long review. I want to talk about Moira and Una. I felt, because they had just got done talking about, how hard things were and even sex. And Emily was like, you found Una? And she's like, yeah, but And then when she sees her, Una just let her know, like, nah, we done. And Moira just laid it out there like, I don't want this to end. And I actually felt that. And the reason that was crazy to me is, if you watch anything I watch, shit like that don't matter to me. It don't move me or nothing. Like, I don't care about that. It's like a dime a dozen. It happens in everything. But with this, I really understand where it came from, because she was lost, alone, and lonely. And it's bad enough that she went through all that trauma, but then she had a woman and she found out that what had happened to that woman. And it's like, you feel me? It's one of those things where she now, it's deeper than just a girlfriend. It's deeper than somebody she could see herself being with. It actually helps her, or like, you know what I mean, in a deep way. And so when I see that she laid it all out there, and Una still was about to bounce, and she's like, nah, let's argue. And then she let her know what she let her know. And she's like, you know what? It seemed to have worked, But what I do find dope is that, of course, when they came back and June, it's out there that June got back, Gilead won't let them back, but they still got some sort of clout because they were able to get June. And she's like, yeah, that's kind of the only reason that they're still around in any sort of way, right? Which makes sense. Like they burned that bridge with Gilead, but over on that side, they're, back in Canada, they kind of good, right? It's just they got to find a different way now to like sort of help out over there. Let's see. To see another scene where, because I was away and I was able to appreciate it for what it was, not clouded by how I felt about the show, is the when they're sitting around speaking to each other, just period. Like, I talked about how Moira said what she said, and then she went and spoke to Una after that, shortly after that. But when they were sitting around, it was Rita, Emily, June, and Moira, and they were just opening up. And she was like, don't bring that Lydia shit here. Right? Like, that's a fact. Like, it's one of those things you kind of forget that when you would see Lydia, she wouldn't be angry. She would be disappointed because she really believed in that shit. But her way of doing it, like breaking the chicks, was to have them, to break them mentally and make it feel like they're disappointing her on some like motherly shit. And what that does is it makes you internalize it. And you saw June, she almost started to get like, no, it's my fault that you're not with Una. And she's like, cut that Lydia shit out, right? And everybody just starts laughing. Like, and that was dope. They have that thing to bond over and all of that, which is trauma, right? But it's pretty much there's no one else who's going to understand that. Yeah, you're right. There's very few people. Like, there's others, like in other places around the world, who've gone through similar things, but at least they're in that vicinity, you know. Luke, he's doing as best he can, and he's standing tall, and he like I had to avoid my eyes facing the screen because it was like, oh shit. Because once again, they both felt guilty. I never questioned how he felt because I could understand it without even thinking about it or talking about it. Oh yeah, I understand that. But from her, I'm like, yo, she went through all of that. It was actually hard for me to even fathom. Like, yo, you did the best you can. They're the wicked ones. They did it. But she's a mother and she has a protective instinct. And she's like, yo, I wish, you know, I let her down. I let you down. But then she talked about when she shared how it was that moment where she was like, she saw her and she goes, she's big. And it hit him. Because that's just a parent thing. Right? Like, motherfucker goes on a deployment, he comes back, he sees his kid got bigger. It's like, that's what'll hit you the most, right? Because it's one of those things. You can ask any, I don't know how it is for other parents. I was about to say you can ask any parent, but I don't know. You ask any parent, well, I keep saying it. Let me slow down. As far as me being a parent, one of the best feelings is when you feed them and they just be eating. I just be like, oh, I don't know, I feel dope. Right? And you know what I mean? And it's one of those things where for him to hear, okay, well, she's growing, it just touched him like, okay. But he had settled on, we're done in her eyes. Right? And she's like, no. I got to see her. I'm like, damn, yo, that's interesting, right? And when she slept that long sleep, I'm like, man, it might be 24 hours, but it was there. It was close, right? Then she took that shower and you saw the bruises and scars. And when she went to talk to that guy and he was like, hey, nah, she needs to go. Which I made like a joke, like, nah, you need to stay here and talk. But, you know, Luke did the right thing, obviously, right? Let's see. There's something I'm missing. Oh, okay. So Serena, that punk motherfucker, right? Yo, there was something that had always been missing with me. I'm like, she's so weird. It was on some jokey joke shit, but also on some, I still really don't get it because everything has fallen around her and Fred, and she's still talking about my baby, my baby, my baby. Get it now. She's evil, wicked, manipulative, a scumbag. And she, as June said, if just for a second she would like to be made to feel like she's not those things. So imagine her in Gilead. She is the one who laid the foundation for that way of thinking. She's the one who pretty much, until they got into power, she was their mouthpiece. Then they got the power to women can't talk. But you feel me? So she knows what was up and she knows what was wicked. And so she would, having a child for her would be like, okay, this was fine. This was for the right reasons. We did this and we got something out of it. But every time she wasn't around that child, she knew that was some bullshit. Like there was no hiding it. And that was because, right, remember she believed in God and all that? That was a confirmation from her that God was like, no, what y'all doing is some horseshit. Right? So now it's like, oh, I get it. Because it just, to me, it was just like she kept her daughter. I'm like, what you talking about, weirdo? And I still think she weird. And the shit she tried to pull with the guy, Fred. And then, so watch this. June says what she says. And then to the guy. And she spits it. And you see June walk in that room and get back with Fred just for that little bit of relief of the scumbaggery. Okay. Now, there was the parts where I'm like, well, June, is she going to go talk to the dude? Because that'd be therapeutic, not so much cathartic. But what she did was cathartic. She went and talked to Serena. And she spit out and when I say spit, I'm like talking like, and she was like, she hit her just how she hit her. She's like, you understand, right? You know, you don't deserve any of this. And he let you have a baby just so you can lose it and feel a fraction of what we felt. And for that woman to be on her knees and begging forgiveness, that's not enough. Like, what? That's not enough. The nerve of her. You feel me? The nerve of her. And then I was like, okay, that's cathartic. But then we get back to she smashing Luke. Now, I was making a joke, and it's a joke, but it's not really that much of a joke because she took control like that. I'm like, all right. Oh, well. Yeah, cover my mouth some more. But what that was about was power. Like I'm on season 1 on YouTube. I keep going back to this. And I remember the first time she smashes, her and Nick smash, and it's not one of the times where Serena told her to do it, right? I'm like, oh, that's choice. That's power. That's her having the ability to make a choice and decide. And even her being on top, that was power. Now this, it was even more of that, right? But it was done in such a way where Luke was like, it was off-putting for him because he thought it was going to be we're back together lovemaking. That's where his shot came from, right? So I get that. But then you see how he settled in. He settled in. The next morning, my man was refreshed, just holding the baby. Just holding the baby and playing and shit. Yo, but that's how it went. And that was another release for her. And once again, she said she liked being on top, right? And that's no small thing. That's like, once again, that's a simple sign of power. She's not allowed to do that there. It was on your back, looking up at the air. You know, she had no control over the situation at all. And so she just needed that release mentally, but then also physically, right? You know what I mean? That release. And then after that, she went and talked to the dude, right? So it was all together, this thing of a release. And we're going to see more of that. And as I said, I saw a thumbnail, and it looked like it was her and Fred, like, toasting. So we're going to see what that is. But that was on, like, episode 10. Hey, this one meant something to me. Next episode.